If your home park was strictly defined as the park that's closest to where you live, mine would be Nickelodeon Universe in the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. Opening in 2019 after like over a decade of development, this park has 5 coasters and an abundance of Nickelodeon themed flat rides and attractions. Among these include the world's steepest roller coaster, an Intamin multi launch, and the world's tallest indoor drop tower. Sounds like a pretty damn good park, right?
It's false. No way.
Not this time.
Oh, you sweet innocent soul, you have no idea. To truly encapsulate the sheer shittiness of a park that Nickelodeon Universe is, you must always start with the way it looks. Mother of Jesus, this is an ugly goddamn place. It quite literally looks like they threw some rides in an abandoned warehouse, like a fucking amusement park spirit Halloween. The gray walls, the complete lack of natural light in most of the park, and the honestly poor excuse of theming attractions and paths make this park look just god awful. The contrast between the colorful rides with the stupidly plain walls and roofs also does not help with anything, especially with the complete lack of charm in the entire property. The attempt at theming is bad. There's some statues around and some admittedly well done paint schemes, but that's about it, really. The coasters don't even have goddamn station buildings. Slime Streak doesn't even have a goddamn platform. You'd think that this blight on humanity that they call a mall that took 10 years to build would be able to make a somewhat decently appealing amusement park. Actually, that leads me to another point. This fucking mall is a disgrace. Built in the middle of the New Jersey swampland, right off of I 95, is the American Dream Mall. And sweet heavens, it is bad. First off, getting to it is a nightmare in and of itself, as it entails of driving on I 95 and dealing with the seemingly constant traffic around the mall and stadiums. Don't even think about going here on a Sunday between September and December because MetLife will get absolutely slammed. Mainly because Giants or Jets fans will flock to that stadium like it's the frickin' Holy Land, even though they're Giants and Jets fans. Needless New York sports take aside, parking here can either be really dumb or really, really dumb, depending on how full the bajillion lots are and which one you inevitably decide on because the traffic is just so bad. Then there's the mall itself, which is just such a sterile corporate dream. If capitalism was a place, it would be the American dream. Wait, why does that actually sound cool? Am I communist? This mall is a spit in the face to all Marxists out there. Okay, I definitely sound like a communist. Big brand clothing stores, fast food, one off attractions themed to popular IPs, everything being the colors white or black, but extremely bright. Not bright as in vibrant, more like when you look at a house painted white in the summer. So, once you reach the back of this hellhole, you reach the hellhole's hellhole, Nickelodeon Universe, in all of its corporatized glory. I should probably get back to talking about the park now. So, I mentioned how the park looks like shit, but nobody goes to an indoor park for its appearance. Okay, forget that. The rides here are the focus here, so what are they like? Well, the collection is mostly children or family rides, and the thrill rides are almost all spinning based rides. An air race, a unicoaster, a frisbee, a wave swinger, even the frickin' drop tower rotates. And so do two of the coasters. The collection is just inherently flawed, with every ride focusing on either spinning or positive G's, which, when paired with the constant assault on your eyes this park gives, can make me, and I'm sure others, want to puke their brains out. Notice, I don't get nauseous at other parks. This is strictly an issue with this one. If I had to guess, the lack of a natural horizon while you're there, constantly spinning and inverting, the awful controlled temperature, seriously, it is stupid hot in there year round, and the overall garish appearance of the park could cause this nausea. But then again, I ain't a doctor, so I could just be talking out of my ass. The point I'm trying to get across is that Nickelodeon Universe is so bad it makes me want to puke. What else to rant about? Well, there's basically nowhere to eat, get drinks, or even get merchandise in this park. There's a Nickelodeon store right outside, but if you want something for the park itself, you're shit out of luck. And if you want anything to eat, you gotta leave the park and then re enter. Now, if there's one small mercy this park gives, it's that you don't have to pay to enter. So you can enter and leave as you please. Now, if you want unlimited rides, however, you gotta pay like 80 bucks for a wristband or 45 bucks if you get in during the last 3 hours of operation. But there is also a pay per ride system, which is definitely optimal if you want to just do a ride or two, In my opinion, that's the best strategy. But yeah, this place is shit and also really expensive. So, we have a park that looks like pure shit, is in an awful location, has a flawed ride collection, quite literally makes me want to puke,
Horrible, putrid, poorly prepared, vile.
and is really expensive. Remind me why the fuck I go here again? Or even consider it as an option for my home park? Well, this park has two saving graces. Two simply incredible roller coasters. TMNT Shellraiser and Sandy's Blasting Bronco are two flat out awesome roller coasters. I won't elaborate in depth on why they're so good, those will be left for a later date, but here's a synopsis. Shellraiser is the world's steepest coaster at 121.5 degrees, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, has 7 inversions, and a downright unreal launch. It's a complete, forceful as heck layout that makes me want to ride it again and again. Then there's Sandy's, essentially Intamin's take on a Skyrocket 2, and it's also really good. The first launch is punchy and the versions are fun, but the best part by far is that backwards launch. Jesus Christ, the way it just yanks you is insane. So yeah, these two phenomenal coasters kind of saved the park for me. And for a long time, they weren't even open. Sandy's constantly deals with maintenance issues, and it's a crapshoot whether it'll be open or not. And then there's Shellraiser. Inexplicably, this ride was closed for over a year for maintenance. The reason why? No goddamn clue. It finally reopened about 2 months ago, but for like a year and a half there was like no reason to go to this park. I remember very clearly, I got to this park with an hour left in operation, and I was greeted with the park actually being busy, an incredibly rare occurrence. So that's great. Waited for Shredder, the Gerstlauer spinner, for over half an hour. Shellraiser was still closed, and I was feeling kinda pissed. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw Sandy cycling a train, and by God, it was like I could hear the angels singing. So I got in line, waited 20 minutes, and got to the front. But then, dear viewer, I shit you not, the ride broke down for the night, as soon as I was about to get on. I just left. All I could do was laugh. So, if there's any type of structured thesis I can pull out of this glorified rambling about a park I'm probably going to be back at soon, it's this. Nickelodeon Universe is a park that is bad in almost all aspects. It looks terrible, there's not a lot of good things to do, it literally makes me want to vomit, is in a horrid location, and is run just so incredibly poorly. But God damn it, they have two really good coasters. Sandy's and Shellraiser are good enough that they make me want to revisit this shit show again and again just to ride them. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I envy those from Minnesota. They have an actually good looking Nickelodeon Universe indoor park with a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Seriously, how did they not make it as good here? I'm how? How?
Not scientifically possible!
So yeah, I guess I'm stuck with this park. May God rest my weary soul alongside where Avatar The Last Airbender lies. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll be stuck in whatever circle of hell Fanboy and Chum Chum is in.